let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt anxious or depressed? Or like your brain is full, like you can't think well and you can't focus. It's like you have this brain fog. Or that you have low energy. I mean, I definitely have. You can probably relate. And now let me ask you something else. Have you ever thought that all of this is because of the food that you're putting into your body? Now, what if I told you that if you're not eating healthy already, that I'm 100% sure that your tiredness, your sadness, your brain fog is mostly because of the food that you're putting into your body. Yes, the food that you put into your body has that much of an influence on you. It's crazy. I mean, it's so simple. If you put shit into your body, you will feel like shit. It's that simple. Shit goes in, shit comes out. It's that simple. I mean, it's also true that way. But it's that simple. I mean, your brain, there is literally like a direct connection from your gut right to your brain. It has such an influence on how you feel and all your overall health, your diet. And also just imagine that every cell in your body gets its energy from the food that you put in it. So you become the food that you eat. So if you eat shit food, you become that shit food. What I just find crazy is that so many people, complain about, feeling bad, all of their problems, but they never question what they put into their bodies. They're drinking all of these energy drinks and sodas and alcoholic drinks, and they're eating all this fast food and junk food and, chocolate bars and all that sugar and too many carbs. And then they are wondering why they are depressed and obese. Of course you are. You see, shit goes in, shit comes out. I don't really understand how do they not have this awareness. The food that they put into their body, like, it does matter what you eat. It really does matter. I mean, mostly, I think that this is because that we haven't been educated on nutrition. Like, how many classes did you have on healthy food? Like, what is truly healthy food? How much should you eat? When should you eat your food? What about fasting and stuff like that? We've never been educated on that. This is why I'm making these videos, because they are lacking. I mean, there are a bunch of great videos on the internet, but this is the problem with school, man. They teach us about, Pythagoras theorem, but they don't teach us, what should we put into our bodies. So crazy. And you see, when people are trying to lose weight, you see, most of the time the problem is not that they are eating too much. The problem is that they are eating the wrong food. You see, we've been told this lie that, you should just count your calories, and as long as you're in a deficit, you're good, you should be losing weight, but that's bullshit. The calorie is not just a calorie. It's not that calorie in, calorie out. It does matter what you put into your body. It does matter what kind of food you eat. You see, if you want to be healthy, you need to eat real food. If you want to lose weight, it's not about, counting calories. It's first get rid of all the bullshit food that you're eating. Get rid of all of that sodas and sugar and all of that. The problem most of the time is that they are putting things into their bodies that shouldn't belong there. No one should put those kind of ultra-processed foods into their bodies. To be honest, some of these can't even be called real food. I mean, they've been made in laboratories and been injected with a bunch of sugar and all sorts of chemicals, to manipulate our palate and to make us addicted to it so that we will buy more and more. You see, they don't care about our health. If the companies really would care about our health, then 70-80% of the food in grocery stores will be thrown out. Because most of it are bullshit. They're full of sugar and a bunch of stuff, ultra processed, wrapped in a bunch of plastic. They don't care about our health. You see, the point is that you get addicted to it. And you buy more, they manipulate it, make it sweet, and they make it look good on the outside, but there's nothing on the inside. There's no micronutrients. It's not a nutritious good food. It just looks good and tastes good, but you don't get anything from it. This is why I made this video, because there are just so many shit food out there, and it's so important for us to learn about this, to educate ourselves, to learn how to cook for ourselves, and to learn about healthy food. Because I can't stress this enough. What you put into your body has probably the most influence on how you feel and your overall health. It probably has the most influence on your mental and physical health. And you see, it's so sad that in school no one taught us about this. We never had a class on nutrition, or you see, on exercise, on being healthy, on living life. We never had a class on that. But oh, it was so important, to learn about integrals and things like that. That's much more important than what you put into your body, and not drinking a bunch of Coke, 2 liters of Coke every day. Much more important than that. You see, it's not all bad. There are a lot of people that are promoting a healthy lifestyle. There are a lot of people, getting educated today. I think that we are moving in a good direction. And you should be proud of yourself that you're watching videos like these, educating yourself on diet, on nutrition, on health. You see, 80% of the people don't even care about this. They don't watch these kind of videos. So then, what kind of food should we avoid? But there is one that we should definitely not eat. Not at all. And what do you think? Which one is it? What is that one thing that they put nowadays in every single food that is the main reason why obesity and diabetes are skyrocketing right now? What do you think? Which chemical, which substance is this? You probably know it, don't you? It's sugar. Sugar is everywhere nowadays, and it's really bad. It's awful for our health. We should not eat that much sugar. It's awful. But the problem is that it's everywhere. I mean, the next time you go to the grocery store, just look at the ingredients, look at the labels. I mean, it's so hard nowadays to find something that doesn't have sugar in it. Even milk has sugar in it. Like, if you don't believe me, go to the grocery store the next time you go to, or go to the fridge right now. Look at the milk that you have, at the ingredients, and you see that it has like 4 grams of sugar per 100 milliliters. It's so crazy. And see, why do you think they put so much sugar in everything? It's to get you addicted, because sugar is addicting, and once you get sugar, your body will crave more and you will buy more, of course. There are just so many reasons why sugar is bad for you. I mean, you can make a whole list of them. You see, it spikes your insulin, and when it enters your body has to get rid of it. I mean, it's that bad. And you see, the thing is that only your liver can process sugar. I mean, the fructose, I think. It can only your liver can process it. And it messes up your liver, and you see, it has no micronutrients. It's just empty calories. And see, if you really want to understand why sugar is bad for you, because if I try to really explain the biology behind it, it probably won't be that great. But if you really want to understand it, I'll leave a link to a great video in the description. One is called Fat Chance 2.0, and another one is from Eddie Abu. I don't know if you know him. He's a very good guy, promoting, educating people on nutrition, on food, on all of this stuff. I'll leave links to to his channel in the description. That video, Fat Chance 2.0, is great. I highly recommend you to watch that. I guarantee you, after watching that video, you won't want to even touch sugar for the rest of your life. That is a great video. I highly recommend you. It's a bit longer, but it is great. Highly recommend you to watch that. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Now, I won't talk about all the food that is bad for you, but the general rule is don't eat shit food. Don't put shit into your body. It's ultra-processed food, most of the fast food, junk food, all of that. Just eat more healthy food. And I also heard that carbs are also not that great for you. Too many carbs, and we should limit the amount of carbs that we eat. Really, what I want this video to be, I want this video for you to be a starting point. For you to start researching more about nutrition, for you to start learning more about healthy food, for you to start experimenting with diet and all of that. This is what I truly want this to be, a pushing point for you to get invested in diet. And to make you realize, this is my true goal with this video, to make you realize just how important it is. My goal here is not to really educate you on, this food bad, this food good, all the biology behind it. No, my goal with this video is to just wake you up, to make you realize just how important diet is. So stop putting all that shit into your body and eat some healthy food. You see, eat some eggs, eat some meat, eat some potatoes, some sweet potatoes, eat some vegetable fruits, nuts, some avocados, whatever. Eat some healthy food. I guarantee you, the moment you start eating some more healthy food, cutting back on sugar, cutting back on all that bullshit stuff, I guarantee you that you will feel the difference. You will see other people around you, will see the difference, that you will become a completely different person. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk about is intermittent fasting, which I recommend. I'm not an expert on it, but I've tried it, I do it, and I feel great because of it. Because just imagine, we are not meant to be eating 24/7. We are not meant to be, originally, we were hunter-gatherers, we were walking around gathering food. We were not eating 24/7 all day long. And you see, our body is more used to us not having that much food. It knows how to deal with that. But it doesn't know how to deal with an abundance of food. That's why we have so many diseases, so many problems now. Because we have an abundance of food and sugar and all that stuff. You see, our body also needs to rest, It's not healthy to be eating 24/7. We need periods where, we stop and, our body cleanses itself and all of that stuff. That's why I think that fasting sometimes, or intermittent fasting, is really important. Now, as I said, I really recommend you to do your own research. I leave a link to a YouTube channel which I think gives some great advice on nutrition, but you can also find some other ones on YouTube. But watch out, some of them are just telling you bullshit advice. You see, most of the fitness right now is telling you, a lot of them are telling you bullshit advice about diet. They're telling you to eat all these, protein bars and chocolate bars, with extra protein, get all that protein. It's all about protein, but you see, it doesn't matter. It does matter where you get your protein from. They just put everywhere, they put it on, more protein, high protein, chocolate bars. It's still just a chocolate bar. So really be careful who you get your information from, because there's a bunch of bullshit information out there. I leave a link to a great guy, which is Eddie Abu. He walks the talk. He talks he walks his talk. He does what he says. And you can just look at him. I'm gonna leave a link to his channel in the description. He makes great videos. I highly recommend you to check some of them out. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just like this guy, so check them out. Do some research, and really, diet is super important. I cannot stress it enough. Now, if you have any questions, I'm doing free one-on-one calls. You can send me an email and we'll contact each other. We'll make a video call and you can ask me anything that you want. So email in the description. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this video. All the love towards you. Have a great day and goodbye.